This is from Sinu. Holy brother. PC gaming ruined console gaming. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's see this.
That's right, console peasants. We are your masters and we make you suffer.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
I am gone for a few weeks and this shit happens. These console clingers are still at it, and it's still worse.
That's right,
like,
Ruderbrand.
What the hell?
Thank you for the 5. I appreciate that. Please don't do that.
Let's just get straight to the point.
Okay, listen. Sino, don't do that. 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 You could have done the transition and not done the honk and blown everybody's ears out. Please. That could be why the dislikes are like that. Not simply because of what you said, but more than likely like what you did. Normalized audio. Yep, definitely there is not normalized audio on this video. Not at all.
PC gaming has sucked all the soul out of console.
All right, your gain is way too high. You're in like the red tier of OBS. You got to bring that bitch down to like the yellow tier. Okay, your gain is at 100% on your Blue Yeti. I know you have a Blue Yeti because I know what a Blue Yeti sounds like. That's a Blue Yeti. Stop. Stop. Stop.
Correction, PC gaming makes console gaming look bad.
That's right.
Console gaming and what made
Rogue
console
Ally
gaming
in 2023 and already have 550 plus PC games.
There you go, Razor. There you go.
special. We are at a point now where everything feels the exact same. Everything meshes together.
Well, that's nothing to do with PC gaming. That's everything to do with UI.
He has
design.
a blue Yeti. I have a blue waffle.
Smoke show, stop. That's not PC gaming. That's UI design. That is literally the design of UI. They've moved to minimalism because they want to attract more normies into the gaming space. That's just UI design.
The only thing that consoles have now differentiating them from PC is exclusive games.
Which they don't even have anymore either, so that's also gone too.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, Nintendo's literally the only one with exclusives now.
Technically. Because we can play all the Nintendo games on PC as well, so... There's ways still. For now.
Oh, but the game should be accessible to everyone. Stop gatekeeping entertainment.
It's not gatekeeping entertainment. It's literally admitting that, yes, games are expensive to make, they're expensive to buy, and I don't want to buy another platform for one or two games. Simple. Like, it's not a hard concept to grasp. Games cost $70 to $80. Sure. That's too much money. I already have money put into other platforms.
Console gaming ruined console gaming by nickel and diming its customers.
Yes, Island Boy. Yes. Yes. Exactly.
I'll get a Steam machine day one and use it as a second PC that runs Linux.
That's what I was thinking about doing too.
NGL.
Nikki, that's what. Thank you for the files. That's what I was going to do too. Yep.
Yeah, I could agree with that to some extent if any of these consoles actually had real identities anymore. Now we're losing exclusive games, so really all these consoles are now outside of maybe Nintendo.
Brother, you gotta stop. If you're gonna yell and be loud like I am, you have to lower the gain on your microphone. Please! Lower the gain on the mic!
Are more restricted computers. What?
That's literally what they've always been. Congratulations, you figured it out. That's what they are. They're more restricted PCs. You don't have consoles anymore. Those are gone. Those stopped being consoles by like the PlayStation 2 era. Once they hit PS3 and you had a hard drive, updates, always online, that shit was over, brother. It was cooked. It was done. Sorry.
What even makes any of these different anymore?
Okay, so this has nothing to do with PC. Modern UI design is just Steam library adjacent. What does UI design have to do with Steam? What?
I mean the kind where they slam into each other like a bunch of barbarians.
Like,
Yeah.
what is this? What is this?
Yeah, it's bad.
What is this?
Yeah.
All these UIs feel lifeless, boring, and have barely any customization options. What happened to the menus like the Wii, the original Xbox, the PS2?
Yeah.
Just listen and observe how amazing these UIs look and feel.
What happened was they want normies, and normies don't want this. The issue that he's looking at isn't the Steamification of UIs. What he's looking at is the Apple-fication of UIs. The iPhone is what ruined UI design. The iPhone is the reason why you have everything look the same. The iPhone is the reason you have those squares. You're trying to argue that it's PC or Steam adjacent, when in reality, the issue is the phone. That's the real culprit. You're looking in the wrong place, my boy. That's the thing. Yes!
Hello, Cookie.
I want it back!
Local arcade had a wonderful time. Also, I found a butt plug with your name on it.
Oh, thank you, Red Chaos. Thank you for the one. I appreciate that. Oh, that's so good. Man, that's good too.
I have PC and Switch too. Can't see myself needing anything else.
No.
PS fanboys are afraid that people no longer see a need for PlayStation.
Correct. That's really what it is. Thank you for the 5, Jan.
Oh my God.
It's perfect.
I get it.
Consumers having no choice. Companies' wet dream.
Yep. That's literally exactly what it is. It's consumers who do not have a choice, and it is literally exactly what they want.
If things don't improve by year's end, will pre-builds be the popular recommendation over building a PC, or will it not matter?
Strubdog, I think the best course of action for you would be to actually just get a Steam machine. Personally. Even if it is like 700 to 800, you'd still be better off getting that than you would be getting anything else, even a pre-build. Because pre-builds, they'll put you over a barrel for that thing. They really will. It'll actually be really bad. It really will. And here's my question, right? Even Nintendo was starting to like copy some of the Apple design on this. But the thing is, if you play the Switch and you go to the Wii Shop channel, there's no music on the Switch Shop channel. Like, there's no music anywhere on the Switch. They remove so much of it. And it's a horrifying thing to experience.
So
Yep.
looking at those, it begs the question, why does everything now have this unbelievably modern and nothing design?
Your phone. It's because of your phone. It's because of the iPhone. If you look at the iPhone, they're even copying like the glass that we had on like what, Vista was it? Was it Vista or no, it wasn't 7. It was Vista. That's what they're copying. Because everybody uses their phone every day and they want to make it easy for you to find your things that you want to the UI being the same, so they have it by your phone. That's what it is. Tile Charms was 8. I know the tile was 8, but I'm talking about the clear glass. He's screaming into the mic. Yeah, he's got to lower the gain.
Say the only console to maybe have some kind of soul left in it is maybe PlayStation?
Oof. There's no soul in that fucking system.
Maybe, but it's a far cry from what it used to be.
True.
Not to even mention something that really annoys me about PlayStation and Nintendo in particular.
Okay.
Where are the themes? PlayStation 4 had themes, and you mean to tell me the PS5 can't have themes?
Hey, listen, he's not wrong. He's not wrong, chat. Listen, I think he got an unironic W on that one, straight up. I think there's an actual unironic W there. He's not wrong.
Oh, wait, it can. Oh, never mind. They took it away from us again.
Yep.
And don't even get me started on the Switch. This is pathetic. You couldn't even give us a color wheel or something?
Nope, you couldn't even, like, get anything that you actually wanted out of the Switch, which is really a fucking crime. Like, it's fucking crazy. Right? You can't even do anything correctly on the Switch itself. And I have an OLED Switch. And I never turn that bitch on. I never turn it on. I got like eight Switch games and I never turn them on. You know what's crazy? The best part about the Steam Deck is you can totally customize it with Decky Loader and customize your entire look and feel of the Steam Deck itself in big picture mode. A Delta, yes, correct. It's atrocious. It's totally terrible.
At the bare minimum, as lame as the Xbox's current UI is, at least they give some free themes to use, some that are even animated.
Yeah.
Regardless, all of these console UIs just feel like the Steam library now.
It's because of your phone.
A basic and boring void for you to choose what game you want to play. In a way, I kind of get it. I just want to play video games. Why waste time messing around with the UI and...
Bingo. That's literally it. That's literally it. They've customized UIs to be simple, easy, effective, and get you into playing the game as quickly as possible so they can monetize you in the game as quickly as possible or monetize you in their storefront as quickly as possible. This isn't anything new or rocket science. If you look back, there's a Twitter account. I forgot the name of it, but what it does is it talks about like early 2000s ad campaigns or like ad aesthetics. It is fucking amazing to see the differences that we saw in just ads in general and what the ads actually looked like compared to what we see now. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see. Because it truly goes to show that what you're seeing right now is just the removal of everything that had style and substance and the addition of just going around.
I got a free iPad at the company Christmas party.
Nice.
I hate how locked down it is.
Yes.
And
it
that
is
has led to
incredibly
consoles.
Yes, that's correct. It is incredibly locked down. And so what they showed was it wasn't the Steamification. It was the minimalist. It is the idea of going into pure minimalism.
Watching gacha fanboys fight over their favorite game is better than watching console fanboys fight, since one is relevant and the other is obsolete.
What happened to gacha fanboys? That's new. Are gacha fanboys fighting now? Is that what happened? Let me see if I can find this video that he put out. Because he did a thing. Let me see. I think it was like Older Brother Core or something like that he posted. He posts so much shit, dude. I'm stuck. I'm going, chat. We're doing this. Ah, here it is. Ads before minimalism. I had to mute it because of the audio. So this Twitter account is called Dead Soul. Look at the ads before minimalism. Like, all the ads had substance. They had style. Look at that. That's all before minimalism. It was so good. It caught your attention. It pulled you in. It had soul to it. But they don't have that anymore. Now it's just a bunch of ads that just give you just bullshit all the time. Or they're just minimalistic with a ton of white space. Everything looks terrible. Everything is just bland. And everything just looks in this way that doesn't really apply anything good at all. And it just looks like shit all the time. And the problem is the minimalism. It's not Steam. It's not PC gaming. It's minimalist art. It's minimalist UI design. And that's where things get lost in the shuffle.
Making it look better. Well, here's the thing. The UI made these systems feel distinct. They all felt different. Not just a list of games to play. You turned on a new console and you felt like you were entering a new world. A new home. It's literally in the name. A home screen. And that's not
Yeah, but that's not what they want. They want you to get into the game to spend more money. Like, from an artistic perspective, absolutely, I agree with you. But from a usability and business perspective, they don't want that.
DeckYoLoader is the best, especially the Tab Master plugin for organizing games. Switch 1 UI was so annoying, I couldn't get into the system.
Yeah, exactly. Casparius Ghost, thank you for the 5. It definitely, watching DeckYoLoader and uploading everything to the way it should be and the way you want it is so great. I use DeckYoLoader for showing ProtonDB, and you can actually get information on each game instead of Steam's horrible UI fucking tagging, where they're like the labels are always incorrect or they're just never working properly. Oh, it's deck verified, and the game doesn't fucking function or work at all. But ProtonDB will give you everything you need as well.
even mentioning that consoles like Xbox now are just a straight up advertisement ground.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Completely taking
that fucking kills me. That rocks me every single time, dude. How Xbox literally puts ads in their home screen, brother. Why?
NBA logos from the 90s, 2000s were so much better.
They really were, Butt Chug. Thank you for the 2. It's crazy how they've just put ads in the
As much
fucking
as I
screen.
love Switch 1 and consider it one of the GOAT systems, the UI was horrible.
Yes. Yeah. I think Switch 1, game library-wise, is up there, close, not equal, close to PS1 and PS2. I think it's similar to SNES in library, but I think PS2 beats it because you have access to all the PS1 games and PlayStation 2. I feel like the Switch 1 is the return to form of like the SNES of what Nintendo had. That's my hot take. That's my hot take. Yeah, Astro, exactly. With DeckYoLoader, it's so good.
out of the experience. Like, no, Xbox, I'm not watching Star-Lord's new movie. I want to play Oblivion.
I love
Yeah,
dogs.
exactly.
Doesn't everyone? Bye.
Consoles look like PCs now, baby.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
Just wait. Good night, Shadow.
And we've got tails! Someone we haven't. Oh my god! Jesus Christ!
What is this?
A box.
No, like, actually, this has zero personality whatsoever.
Correct.
Yeah, I'm gonna mostly single out Xbox on this one because what happened to just giving your box an actual personality?
Because people don't want that. They want monolithic boxes. Why do you think every phone looks the exact fucking same now? They're just copying the entire thing. Because people don't want personality. People just want the monolithic box to do the thing. That's what it is. That's pretty much what it is. They want the consoles to be PC? Yeah, exactly. You want flip phones back so you can slam it down and get sassy when somebody calls you? Just, put a wrap on my Xbox and makes it look like a PC. That's pretty cool. You know what I kind of wanted to do? On my PC, I wanted to get a sleeper build where I could take my PC and put it in like an old, like, gateway case. You know what I mean? Like the old 2000s or early 90s gateway PC cases with like the cow print on them. And just put it all in there and just like shove it in, just like ka-tunk, and make it make that sound when I boot it up.
This just looks like a Minecraft block.
Yes.
PlayStation, on the other hand, it might look like an internet router, but at least they tried to do something other than a boring black box.
It looks
the
like a
Switch
router.
kind of still has personality with the whole detach the controllers, dock.
No, it doesn't. It looks like every iPad.
Cars, TVs, PCs, phones, laptops all look the
They
same.
all do, Smoke Show. Thank you for the 2. It looks like a tablet, bro. It looks like a tablet. It is a tablet. Don't even give it the grace you think you're trying to give it. It is literally a tablet, my boy.
But now it's just getting lumped in with the 700 PC handhelds that only exist because of its success. And now Xbox and PlayStation are probably going to make a handheld as well.
sure
just
are.
like, yeah, that's great. That's awesome. Let's just all do the exact same thing.
They are. That's exactly what they're going to be doing. That's the entire thing. They all want to do the exact same thing every time because they feel that that's what they make the most money. That's what it is.
You should check out the Silverstone FLP12 sometime. A retro PC case.
Ooh, Shadow, I might.
My
I just
Xbox doesn't need a stand to lie flat at east.
Yeah, exactly. Or like a paperclip stand, Smoke Show. Thank you for the 2. Dude's mad that a trend that's good leads to competition. I guess so. Let's see what happens. All right, brother. Listen, you have to normalize your audio. Stop using Windows Movie Maker and actually normalize your audio. Go into Windows audio settings, put the gain down to 50, and then actually test your audio before you record, and keep the OBS line in the yellow bar and don't let it go into the red. That's it. Literally it.
Is no one going to point out the VeggieTales music?
Is VeggieTales music?
I know this is kind of derivative of the UI, but like, I'm not even going to talk about Xbox and PlayStation here because I think their stores have always been kind of boring.
Yes.
So instead, I'm going to single out Nintendo here. The
Okay.
Wii Shop channel and the eShop used to be the premier place to shop for games.
Put the music.
The calming background music, the way everything was nicely sorted, the cute download screens.
Yep.
And now we just have this.
Yep.
The Galaxy
That's what they
S
want.
phones have looked the same since
Good
2021
night, Partial.
with the S21. The iPhone has looked the same since the iPhone 11. From 2019, the Pixel phones have looked the same or similar since the Pixel 6 from 2021.
Oh, wow. That's crazy, dude. Thank you, Shadow. Thank you, Dilf. I appreciate that, man.
Silent, barely sorted, and barely
music.
functioning load of trash.
No music.
This is why I never even use the eShop anymore. It has zero soul. It's just like every other online store now. They're all the same. Just some being more user-friendly than others.
But that's what people want. They don't care about the UI. They don't care about the looks. They want ease of use, access to get in the game, play it, and get out. Isn't like the median age of a gamer like 30-something right now? They don't have time. They want to play the game and leave. If you really want to lose your mind about shit, people who were specifically console gamers are now moving to the Steam Deck. And this is where Xbox has to capitalize the most. Because if you're looking at someone who has limited time, limited ability to play games, limited space in their life, you do not want to bog them down with friction. You want to remove as much friction as possible from the user to play the video game, which also removes friction for them to spend money in your store on the video game. So there's like two things specifically. So here's a good example. I work at my desk 15 hours a day. Swear to God. I'm at this desk 15 hours a day, more than usually. When I have the 1 or 2 hours to relax or get away from the desk to play games, I grab my Steam Deck. And look, I'll even probably do it right now. It's probably going to load it up. There's Dungeon Siege. I don't have to wait. I don't have any loading screens. I don't have anything. I literally hit the power button and it comes right out of sleep directly into the game. I can just play Dungeon Siege in 2 seconds. That's what I want. I want the least amount of friction as possible when I'm playing any game. And yes, this is Dungeon Siege 1. Like that's the tick. That's what people want. We don't have time for the UI. We don't have time for the animation. We don't have time for all the shit that we used to get, which, yeah, makes sense. And it's nice to have. But in the limited time space where people actually get time to play, it doesn't fit with the lifestyle anymore. Can you buy Dungeon Siege? Yes, it's on GOG and it's also on Steam.
They all have nothing unique and interesting about them anymore thanks
Correct.
to Nintendo following the crowd. Which is why I only buy physical on Switch now.
You don't even have that anymore either. That's all gone too. That's all gone too. That's all gone too, bro.
Speaking of physical,
thanks to PC gaming popularizing digital games. Oof,
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
he really thinks it's the PC gamers' fault that they're digital. Man, that's cap.
Back in the day, you plugged in the cart and turned it on.
That was it, Shadow. It was a 2-second load. This is gonna be bad. Like, bad case of misdirection. Yup, exactly. It's gonna be bad for the boy, brother.
Gotta get a quick play session in before Junior chokes on another Hot Wheel.
Oh my God, Nicholas Shark, thank you for the 5. Stop.
Gonna be 100% honest for a second.
Yeah.
The biggest spit in the face to gamers on the 360 moving to the One was the removal of the indie games section.
Yes. 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 Yes, Hervis. Yes.
Playing Paper Mario 1000 Year Door on my deck RN.
Isn't that great, Smoke Show? Thank you for the 2.
Nintendo followed the crowd with game key cards too. Now you have to install almost every game.
Almost every one you got to install. Yep. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And it's honestly ridiculous.
You burned my house to the ground! My family's dead! What do I do?
with the rise of PC gaming, digital games have taken over the entire industry.
It wasn't PC gaming. You could point directly to the Xbox 360 and PS3. They were doing it well before. I wouldn't say well before. They were pushing that too. They were also moving in that space.
I didn't get the mods that skip intros until I had limited time to play.
That's right, Aproy. I would rather spend more time getting the mod to skip intro splash screens than I would actually sitting in front of the splash screens. Because I gotta do that once. I'm not looking for these intro screens every single fucking time. You can get the fuck out of here with that shit.
We own nothing anymore.
You don't.
It's all just tied to our accounts.
Yep.
So let's say one day all those servers permanently go down.
Yep.
All those games on that account that you have are just gone.
True.
If you don't already have them downloaded.
Correct.
Not saying that will happen, but it's always a possibility.
Which is why you should buy on GOG. Which is also why piracy is a good thing. You should always pirate everything. And what you should do is you should pirate the installation files. So when you pirate a game, you don't pirate the game. You pirate the installer. That way you can just load the ISO and then install the game and you're good to go. That's how you do it. That is how you do it. That is how you do it. And it should only be games that you already own. True. True.
And thanks to this whole rise of convenience, I'm too lazy to go swap out a disc or a cartridge. Now companies barely even want to put the game on the disc or cartridge.
That's right.
Of course, you still have some companies putting their whole games on the physical media, like Nintendo, Sony, CD Projekt Red,
That ain't going to last much longer.
etc. But so many companies now
Gara says, oh, this freak. Uh-oh.
don't give a damn. A lot of these...
That's right. Doom the Dark Ages was an 80 megabyte disc. You had to download the rest of the game when you fucking got it. I cooked Xbox for that. 100%. Absolutely.
quote-unquote physical games are becoming literal e-waste. They're just keys to access a digital game.
Correct.
And don't even get me started on when they put literal download codes in a box and call it a day. The only upside...
It's over. It's over. It's over.
Side with these fake physical games is that you can sell them if you want to get some of your money back. But even then, what collector wants to buy physical media that isn't even actually physical?
The thing is, what they're looking for, and I saw this in... What chat did I see it? Oh, in Twitch. Kevin said this. It's because they want more control. Correct. They want more control over the product that you purchase. They don't care about the physical media. They don't care about digital. They want specifically one thing and one thing only. They want control over the product, and they're always going to exert their control over the product. That's why Nintendo did the game keycards. They didn't do it for the benefit of you as a consumer. They did it for their own benefit, to control your account, to lock you into digital games, to make you more apparent and say, hey, I'll just buy the game digitally if I'm not going to get an actual physical game cartridge. And then they have you in their storefront. They want you to build their library digitally on that space and then stay there, because it's harder for you to move to get out of that space when you do that. Think of Epic. Epic tried to convince Steam gamers to move over to Epic Games by locking away exclusivity. Basically saying, we're going to go ahead and not give you access to your entire account or the games that you bought. You have to buy it here or else you don't get to play it at all. And we said, we're not going to play it at all.
I'm hoping regulators solve this issue.
I really hope so too, Hunter. Thank you for the 2, brother. I appreciate that. And that's exactly what it is. It's exactly what it is.
They've sort of always been against the used market.
Red Rury, they've always been against it. Thank you for the 2 as well. They've hated GameStop. They hated used game sales. Even back in the 360 era, they did they did battle passes, but they did online passes, if you don't remember. They would go ahead and you would sell your game to GameStop after you beat it. And the online portion, you had to pay for the online pass.
This AI voice is sucky.
You don't like it? You don't like it, Bashy? Thank you for the 2. They would
the
do
big
it all the
three
time.
are planning to take away our games once they decide they want to resell them.
Yes.
It's a scam, 100%.
Yes, Jan. It is. It is a scam. They would always do battle passes consistently. And Dragon Age had it for some reason. It had a battle pass. No, not an online pass, even though it was always there. Excuse me. EA did it incessantly. Mass Effect did it. Excuse me again. It's just all the time they had online passes. Give us 15 more bucks. Give us 10 more bucks. You bought the game used for 50. Give us 10 more bucks. Now it's 60. Like, they want to get every penny out of you they possibly can. It's crazy.
The fact that even Nintendo, the ones who have been pushing physical media the most the last generation...
No, they haven't. No, they haven't been pushing physical media the most. No, they were dying to get rid of that shit, bro. They were dying to get rid of it.
Are now giving the option to make a card with 0% of the game on it? We're so cooked, man.
Yep.
This is the future everyone wants, is to stare at a screen when they have to pick a game. The convenience, not even convenience, let's be honest, having to uninstall and reinstall games all the time due to limited storage space is not even really that convenient. It's laziness that is won. Thanks to PC games.
Well, that is convenience. That's what it is. It's convenience. People don't want to get up off the couch to go to a store to buy a game to come back to put the disc in. It is literally convenience. Oh, I can just sit here and just download it in like 10 minutes? Cool. 2 minutes? Even better. That's what it is. Because if you still have to go to the store, get in the car, go to the store, buy the game, deal with the checkout lady, go to Wally World at 2 o'clock in the morning, have to deal with some crazy lady trying to ask you for money, and then almost get robbed, and then get in your car to drive back home at 2:30 in the morning, to get in your house, to put the disc in, to be asked to go ahead to download the fucking game anyways. Why would I fucking do any of that shit at all? I'll just download the game. By the time I would have done all of that, I would have had the game downloaded already. It makes no sense.
As I wait for someone to make Alex dance like a female dancer supporting her 3 kids from
Stop.
3 different baby daddies,
Stop.
I can't help wondering why he keeps calling that hairy animal on his head.
It's not a
hair.
hairy animal. It's not a hairy animal. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. It's fucking crazy.
And the rise of digital only,
Thank you for the 10,
everyone would
Emmanuel.
rather just sit on their ass and type their credit card info into a website than actually go somewhere to buy something. And that brings me to my
Well, yeah, just like I pointed out before, why go out to buy something somewhere when I could just save time and just download it? Again, it's reducing the friction of what actually is going on.
last point.
PC gaming kind of sucks. All right, here we go. Here it comes.
I see PlayStation fanboys championing PS5 discs as true physical preservation, even though you have to upload them too, and it arguably works the same.
Why am I getting... Yeah, that was... I just got a weird fucking CPU.
I will never bow to the you'll own nothing and be happy crowd. I will not rent a game or clown gammon slop. I'd rather just play old and indie games on the hardware I already own. Also, good luck finding physical copies for some games without dropping $200 plus.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Like, what the fuck? No, it's not upload. It's actual like hardware lag. All right, we're good. It was probably a voice mod. That was chat. I have like 10 programs active when I stream. I do. I have like 10 programs active when I stream. You have no idea. I have Caster Labs Caffeinated. I have voice mod. I have Streamer Bot. I have voice mod. I have Voice Meter Banana. Then I have OBS. Then I have two Brave tabs. I've got Monster TTS active in the background too, and like I got so much shit active at the same time. I have 32 gigs of RAM, bro. I'm not buying anything. I'm not buying more RAM. I'm not buying more RAM. It's crazy. Yeah, Voice Meter Banana is an actual program. Yes, Chiefin. All right, PC gaming sucks.
This is coming from someone with almost 700 Steam games.
What are you, fucking new? Well, did you just start yesterday? Oh no. 700 Steam games, guys. Brother. This isn't... Would you get your first Steam sale the other day? Is that what happened? What am I at? Let me see. Let me see what I'm at here.
By his logic, he should never use DoorDash, Grubhub, or Uber Eats, cause it ruins going out to eat / get food, and that experience
That's
SMH.
right, Coleman. Thank you for the 5. I'm at 1,700, baby. Get those numbers up.
Try to relax your anus.
I'm at 1,700. Get those numbers up. That's not what's hidden.
700 Futa games alone.
How many Futa games do I have? Let me check. View, hidden. Holy shit, dude. Oh, no.
How many of yours are gifted, though?
Oh, no. I have more inappropriate games than he has regular games.
Exposed, 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 exposed.
Wait, Mike Buzz 1 says, I'm a Christian, you're forgiven. Hey! Let's go! Let's go! What's up, Giovanni? I'll see you at the pearly gates, my boy. What the fuck?
PC gaming is not even that great. I'm not saying it's impossible to get really immersed into a game on PC.
Bro, then what the fuck are you talking about? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing?
But it is so much harder than doing so on console. That's because there's solely no physical option on PC. At least in the modern day, there really isn't anymore. And I thought maybe it's because I have too many games on Steam. But that's not even true.
No.
Most of the time, I can easily pick up a game on my Switch, pop the game in, and I'm off to the races. Here's the big issue with Steam. Not just Steam, just every PC game launcher. Staring at my digital library feels like an endless abyss.
Okay, this is definitely... All right, hold on. I know what this is. I have hardware acceleration enabled. Give me a second, chat.
Get really immersed into a game on PC, but it is so much harder than doing so on...
Sorry, I had hard acceleration.
Good morning, Alex. Do you have a video on how to save in-game with Emulation Station on the Steam Deck? I'm getting insufficient space all the time.
Getting insufficient space and saving in a game on the Steam Deck.
How does physical vs digital affect immersion?
I guess it's because like you have to physically put the cart in and you're like dedicating yourself to that, Shadow. Save in game with Emulation Station on the Steam Deck. Use a save state, Andy. Don't even use a memory card save file. Just use a save state. That's what it is. Sorry, yeah, I had hard acceleration turned on for Brave browser. That's what it was.
Do you mean to tell me if there's no physical option on PC? Smirk, PC is all about that motion.
That's right, Jimmy. Thank you for the 5.
On console. That's because there's solely no physical option on PC. At least in the modern day, there really isn't anymore. And I thought maybe it's because I have too many games on Steam. But that's not even true. Most of the time, I can easily pick up a game on my Switch, pop the game in, and I'm off to the races.
Yeah.
Here's the big issue with Steam. Not just Steam, just every PC game launcher. Staring at my digital library feels like an endless abyss. I already spend a lot of my free time looking at my phone scrolling.
Yeah, this is not anything to do with PC gaming. This is everything to do with the library that you built. That's
Little
really
does he know that you can put your GOG games on discs. So PC technically has more true physical than modern consoles.
Yes, you totally can do that. You're totally correct. You absolutely can do that, 100%. You can, in fact, put your GOG games on a disc or a USB and then do it that way, and you're good to go. Absolutely, 100%. But I think the issue that he's saying is that because he has the what you're doing is by physically taking the game and putting it into the game console, you're dedicating your time to do so. But the problem is he's trying to conflate those two things specifically. And the issue is that's not a PC gamer problem, that's a him problem. Like what I do is I install X amount of games. Those are the only games I can play that year. That's how I do it. That's exactly how I do it. So that way it's covered. And I don't have to worry. That is a skill issue, 100%. Yes, Twink.
So why would I want to stare at another screen scrolling through my game library? This is why I think so many people are stuck playing the exact same games their entire lives. Whether that be Call of Duty, Minecraft, Roblox, Fortnite.
No, what they're stuck into is they're stuck into the fact that it's a live service game that's continually getting updated, continually getting new content. And so the issue is they're like, why would I play anything else when this one game literally serves all my needs of what I'm looking for? On top of that, those live service games are incredibly massive time sinks. If you want to talk about time sinks, I could literally show you one right now, and I'll give you a time sink that has almost ruined my entire life, if you want to be frank. Like, if you want to look at, like, oh, what time sink are you talking about? I mean, simply just this one. Like, this is a 1,400-hour time sink. This is a 800-hour time sink. Like, these two games...
Power Boss invited us for pizza party and grape juice. There will be jerky.
No!
When do you need me to pick you up?
No!
Can't stay for long though, hooked on the O3.
No, Bashy, no! So it's not about like, oh, why would I, you know, like, I'm sorry, the argument I'm making is the fact that live service games will continually give you new content on a consistent cadence, and that way they'll keep you hooked and playing instead of actually letting you play other games. It got so bad I had to uninstall these games, creating a barrier of friction for me to play those games. Yoshi, thank you for the follow. So for me, it's now I have to go back and install PoE 2 to dedicate more time to it when I don't want to do that. That is a level of friction I placed on myself.
PC has always been the platform of super hardcore one-game players, MMOS and such.
Yeah, if like the amount of games that I've played that were literally all just MMOs, like if I could pull my old account for WoW, you guys would shit yourselves. It's crazy. Peter, thank you for the copy of Gothic Armada. Holy shit, hell yeah, brother. Unable to gift. I may have already redeemed it. Oh no. Unable to redeem.
So for fun I wanted to see how much my SSDs in my PC cost.
Okay.
I just looked at the Fort Samsung 990 EVO SSDs I have in there. I bought 3 of them for $250 each back in May.
Holy shit,
now
dude.
They go for over $400.
Holy
WTF.
shit. That's crazy, brother. That's crazy. Let me see if I have it in my library that just for some reason isn't there. No. Yeah, it wouldn't let me. I'm sorry, Peter. It wouldn't let me redeem it. That's fucking crazy. Mazur, thank you for the copy of the Federal Rescue. What the fuck? Massachusetts for the copy of Pony Island. What the fuck? Why can't I redeem it? That's weird. That's so crazy. I don't know why it's doing that. Wait, I can do it there, but I can't do it here? So I have to do... Okay, Steam's got to be bugged. Steam has to be bugged. There's got to be a bug in Steam. Because I couldn't do it from the inventory menu, but I could do it from the pop-up. That was super weird. That was super weird.
You see so many people who think gaming is dying now more than you ever did back then. And that can be chalked up to maybe the hobby just isn't for them anymore, but when you hear the only games they play, it's always just those multiplayer games. They never branch out, because it's so much harder now to branch out when your digital library just feels as monotonous as every other device in the modern day.
But that's nothing to do with the library, that's more to do with the games themselves. Like, the games themselves are the issue. It's not the library or the UI. Like, having a large library does not negate you playing other different games. That is literally incorrect. The UI is fine. It's just easier to get access to it. And sure, you get served up a lot of games that you own, but the problem is people get analysis paralysis, and they also get issues where they're just like, I don't want anything else to play because my boys are playing this. I want to play with my boys. And that's really what it is.
When looking at my video game collection becomes basically the same as just scrolling on social media, it makes it so much harder to actually choose something to play.
So just pick something. The issue is... Sorry, I'm chewing ice. Iron Shaco, thank you for the follow as well. The issue is that you may be in a gaming slump. This has happened to me multiple times. Chewing ass, yes. It happened to me when I beat Baldur's Gate 3. It happened to me when I beat Expedition 33. It happened to me when I beat Chained Echoes. It happened to me when I beat Nier Automata. Very rarely does it actually happen where I beat a game and I don't want to play any more games for a while. And those are the games that did
Smash mentioned having to spam redeem for gifts.
Okay, thank you, Casparis. I appreciate that. Thank you for the 2, man.
It's not the size of your library, it's how you use it.
That's right, Shadow, that's right!
I have 0 issues with my large library. Been clearing my backlog? Fine.
Yeah, same.
Currently playing Division.
Exactly, Shadow Lords. For me, it's like if it's on the Steam Deck, I'm gonna play it. That's how I see it. And I use the Steam Deck as that like game library cruncher. Like, we're gonna play on the Steam Deck. That's what we're gonna play. That's how we're gonna play it. I've specifically resigned myself to not even like I have a 65 LG CX. It's an OLED screen. It's a great TV, but I'm just like I'm just gonna play on the couch on my Steam Deck instead. Like that's how I see things now. Like, I'd rather just play on my bed, rather just play there, and I'm going to play on my Steam Deck. I don't want to sit at my desk anymore because I sit here for 12 hours a day or 10 or 13 hours a day. I'm tired of it. You know what I mean? I just don't want to do it.
We have a banana in its natural environment.
That's right, B-Soms. Thank you for the 2.
Consoles and video games used to be special.
Yeah.
When I pick up a game off my shelf or go to the store and look for a game to play, I actually feel something of substance. Convenience, being lazy. It's nice for a little while, but not in the long term.
This is the volume you should be at in your videos, this volume right here.
Every game on my shelf has a story, whether that be how I got it, where I got it, who I talked to while getting it, etc. You never know when you go out to actually buy a game, you might run into other people that are interested in the same thing you like.
But the thing is, these kinds of things have been removed since the advent of the internet. We're literally going into the Wall-E space, right? And it's not an essence of like PC gaming being the fault. It's an essence of just the convenience of people not having any more time. And game companies say, we want them to spend their extra time with us, so we're going to remove the barriers of friction to make it easier for them to do so. Steam sales are a perfect example. Game sales are a perfect example. You will buy the game, not play it, but it was on sale, too good of a sale, so you're going to buy it anyways. What are you talking about, Destin? Are you about to strike OhNoItsAlexx? What are you talking about, bro? What? I'm a Viper.
How you use Steam Deck is how I use GameHub.
I can see that. Oh, Thumb says strike. Oh, no. It's because Astro Cyborg got copyright struck. We went over that already, Destin. I'm sorry. Thank you. I appreciate your worries.
He's right about one thing. Switch really was the last bastion of physical media,
Yes.
and now look what Nintendo is doing.
Exactly.
While PC gaming can be nice, whether that be with mods and the pure convenience of it all, I think it's just sucked a lot of the soul gaming had thanks to consoles.
No. There's nothing that PC gaming has done to sucking the soul out of the industry. What has happened, though, is that game companies are realizing that they have to be monotonous, minimalist to match your phone, because they want that screen time, instead of being on your phone, to be on the console. So if you can spend time scrolling through a library of either games to buy or games to play to spend money on microtransactions, they want to remove that friction from you. It has nothing to do with PC gaming. It's everything to do with the actual design of UI and what UI design has led to right now. If you look at the internet back in the early 2000s and the internet now, every website looks the same. But if you look at back then, every website was different. It's not because PC gaming, it's because the ubiquity of UI design and how people have just copied Apple on a consistent basis for what they want their UIs to look like, and the ease of use that Apple has created to remove friction for users to spend more money on those platforms. That's what it is. You're trying to blame PC gaming when in reality you should be blaming the Internet of Things and the way the internet is in fact designed, and how the internet is trying to reduce friction between you as a consumer and your wallet to give to the company. That's what it is. Your heart's in the right place. You're attacking the wrong thing.
I just absolutely hate that the success of PC gaming inspired the competition into thinking that they all had to be the same exact thing. Pretty much everything just feels the exact same now.
I agree with that, but the problem is you're still targeting the wrong thing.
All just boxes with no real distinct uniqueness to them that play the same digital games. Everyone just wants to be a generic gaming hub now without any of the upsides of PC gaming. Why can't we go back to when every company was trying to stick out or do something cool? Gaming is not dying.
I agree with that. I think a lot of companies are in fact trying to avoid doing something cool, but the thing is they don't want to because they're afraid to alienate an audience. That's really
I
what
have
it is.
over 900 games on my Xbox Series X, and I only play 3 games. Even though I buy new games, I still play the same 3 games over and over.
That's right, Emmanuel. Thank you for the 5. It happens all the time. I see it happen all the fucking time. It's crazy to see.
Not even close. But I think a lot of it has lost the soul it once had thanks to everyone trying to be distinct from one another. Gaming is more accessible than ever now. And I think that's the problem. To be more accessible, these companies just want to follow what works. They want to be followers, not creators.
But that's exactly what they're talking about. They want to go ahead and see, like, okay,
Will
well,
the
everybody's doing
internet
it like
kill
this, I
us
wanna do it
all
like that.
and destroy the planet?
You should play a game called Deus Ex. Max City, thank you for the 2. Big Cloud for the 33 months!
Of new things. I think thanks to the success of PC gaming, they just all play it way too safe now. And that's so...
I think you're all, again, you're looking at the success of PC gaming and not at the success of something like the iPhone or even the internet. And I think that's where this whole thing, you would have had a much better video essay if you were talking about how this little device hasn't changed form or factor in 20 years. It's been the same. In fact, it's gotten worse. The enshittification of things. And that's what they're going for. How do we make a black monolithic box or a white monolithic box that doesn't stick out in your living room so people can come to your house and be like, oh, you're a gamer? What are you, gaming? What are you, some kind of gamer or something? That's really what it is. That's really what it is. People don't want to feel like they have a game console. They want to feel like they have something that's like attached to their system so that way they don't have to feel shame of showing their game systems to people. Still to this day, it still happens. It still happens to this day. It's crazy.
So disappointing to see. Maybe I'm just an old man yelling at clouds.
That's me.
Maybe I should just accept the new normal. Let me know what you all think in the comments. Thanks for watching.
Okay, don't be sad. Don't be sad. What you need to do is get into emulation. So this wasn't a terrible video. This wasn't terrible. I think Sinu is just misguided on where he feels things are going wrong. And I think that's the issue overall.
For me, it is more about the game than the platform I play it on. Though
Yes.
the industry has had a hard time with that too.
Yes, Shadow. I agree with that. Yes, that is also a big thing as well, 100%. People care more about the game than the platform now, and I think that's going to be a big thing. So I think Sinu is, his heart's in the right place, but the
Hell,
execution
even
fell
gaming
flat.
PC cases and gaming laptops have toned down a lot since the early
Yes,
days.
they have. They truly have. They've really gone the wrong direction. They've all tried to be the same. And I think Sinu's heart is in the right place, but I think what he needs to pull back the lens and see the actual image of like everything that's happening. Like if he looks at iPhones, at those UIs, at the UIs that we saw on the internet, at the UIs of websites, the UIs of just in general, even Netflix UIs, even Hulu's UI, everything is becoming ways of reducing friction for the user, and hence that's what happens. Now, because of that, you get analysis paralysis, where you're looking at a library and things aren't working the way they're supposed to, and you just get stuck saying, I don't know what to play because nothing sticks out at you. And I think what happens is that just becomes an essence of like the person themselves, where they are in a space where nothing new has come out to entice them, which is why Expedition 33, in my opinion, took off like a rocket, which is why Baldur's Gate 3 took off like a rocket, which is why those games that were designed not to extract money from you, but to inject fun into you were really the best ways of people enjoying something because it was new, refreshing, and ideal. And Elden Ring especially. Like, there are so many examples of games that have just broken the barrier and broken the mold that we don't see those games anymore. And every game company is playing it safe. Every developer is playing it safe. Everybody's trying to not fail and not take a risk. And you see that with the Horizon Zero Dawn game, not taking a risk, looking like Fortnite, looking like everything being the same. And that's where it all comes from. So Sinyu, not a bad video. I don't think you deserve that many dislikes. I think if you take a gander in perspective and look at other aspects of UI design, the PC gaming ruined console gaming would definitely change in argument. And I think that would be a better case overall for you. That's just me.